Hey everyone, it's the Sports Kid here. It's Tuesday, July 7th, 2026, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast, episode number 76. Our friend Mike Muscat joined us on this week's show, and we had a great time discussing the latest on Detroit Tigers and the World Cup. As always, I'm rolling out new episodes every week, so make sure to follow and subscribe so you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A 3-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby. 5. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Way to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up there.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped. Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we are here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
That's right. Another day here in the studio. Tuesday.
June 7th.
June?
July 7th.
It's the month of July already. We were just talking about that. July is already here. And we are live.
We're 7 months into the year.
Yeah.
It's wild.
7 months. The year is halfway over. But we're here live in the studio.
Yep.
It is episode number 76.
Yep.
Tuesday night, we have the Detroit Tigers game on. They are playing against the A's.
Yep.
And what is the score?
Score is, of course, when you say that, they're not showing it. It is 6-2.
Yeah, so we got a couple comments here in the chat. We got my mother. She says, hello, guys. Nice to see you. Are you hearing us okay? Want to make sure that the audio is working. Okay, it sounds good on our end.
Yeah.
But making sure the listening
Drop ball.
audience can hear.
McKinstry with a blooper.
So Tigers are up 6-2, bottom of the 8th.
McKinstry just hit a single. So, that's nice.
All right, sounds like my mother can hear us. So we've got a special guest tonight. He's saying that he's having some audio issues, so in the background he can maybe get that figured out. We got a few minutes before he joins us.
Yes.
Before that, shout out to our sponsor, the North Oakland Staffing Agency.
Yep.
And also, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to like, subscribe, follow Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Leave 5-star reviews on Apple, Amazon, Spotify podcasts. I did want to say last week was a different week with 4th of July, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, so we did it July 3rd. So,
Special 4th of July episode on...
yeah. It was only 4 days ago.
Yeah, and the live video got blocked by FIFA.
Yes.
They did not like the video we showed, little clip of the red card action and stuff, and
and our opinions on it.
I was able to protest it, and so, FIFA came back and said it was okay.
Oh.
I'm sure there was actually like some very high up person at FIFA that watched our video and made sure it was okay.
Actually?
No, it's probably just some automated thing. But so the video should be live now, but the other thing is we did not push out the podcast audio yet.
Yes.
So we had a very long, busy weekend.
Yes.
So we're going to push that out right along with this one. So
it'll be out in the morning, right?
Yeah, we'll push both audios out to the streaming platforms at the same time. So if you're hearing this and you haven't listened to the last one, make sure to go listen to the last one because that was a good episode.
Yeah.
4th of July special.
Opened some packs.
Yeah,
some juiced packs.
Ripped some
juiced packs.
FIFA, soccer, Prism, football. Hit a pretty decent card. That card, I was looking earlier today. It's not as big as we initially thought. One did sell for over 500. Another sold for 300. And let me see. It was Vinny Jr. Had they won the other day, maybe that card would be more valuable, but they lost.
Yes.
Let me look here. Where is that? I want to see because there was a couple that I was watching.
Oh, did they sell for lower?
There's one right now, $200 for 20 bids. It's not too bad.
But there's only an hour left.
Yeah, one sold for $550. One sold for $300.
I still believe it's a $500 card.
Vinicius.
Which I still... obviously, it's still a pretty good card.
Had we pulled the Cristiano Ronaldo National Landmarks Gold out of 10, there's one of those listed for $229,000.
Why don't we pull that one?
Yeah, we could have bought a house. Imagine pulling one of those and getting a house. But the card that we pulled was the Vinny Jr. National Landmarks.
Downtown. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like a downtown. They're listed all over the board right now. Some at $799, 500, all the way up. So I think it's going to balance out.
I still think it's a good card.
The set just came out, right?
Yeah, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think. So I think it's still a good card. But yeah. So
that's that. Go back, listen to that one. Emery, what do you have for us today?
So you've got a great show for today. As always, we are going to be talking about the Tigers and the recent updates about them with their kind of recent All-Stars and the World Cup. Because I know it's only been 4 days since our last podcast episode, but a lot of World Cup games have happened since then.
Which, by the way, Emery is wearing
a Messi jersey.
Yeah. Lionel Messi.
It's his Inter Miami one, but it's still a Messi jersey. Yep. And now that U.S. got eliminated, we're rooting for Argentina.
We're rooting for Argentina. Okay.
Yeah. And of course we have a very special guest. We'll bring him on in a minute. But first, as always, the recent scores and updates. So the Tigers.
Hold on, we got to get our music. Here we go. Let's go with this one.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
Since last week's episode, have a 2-0 record, with their best game being against the Rangers, where they won 6-3. And in that game, Riley Green went absolutely off, going 3 for 4, 1 run, 1 home run, and 4 RBIs, and a walk. And Casey Mize had 6.2 innings pitched, and only gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, which isn't great, and had 4 strikeouts.
That one is long gone.
And they are 40-50. So I believe only 10 games over or under 500, which is not great. But they've been winning. And then Team USA is officially eliminated with their loss yesterday 1-4 to Team Belgium. And in that game, Malik Tillman, who we pulled the card of, had 1 goal and 32 passes. That he passes the ball a lot, and no one can do anything with it. And Folarin Balogun had 1 shot on goal and 7 passes. So that's the end of Team USA. We'll come back to them in 4 years.
Come back to them never.
Yeah, they're trash.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little
And then
more.
currently still standing in the World Cup is Argentina, France, Morocco, Norway, England, Belgium, Spain, and Switzerland. And I have to say, that Switzerland game was so entertaining. They didn't score for 120 minutes, and then went into, it was 0-0 for 120 minutes. And then they went, it was so back and forth. Like, the goalies made so many good saves. And then they went into, like, a shootout. And the goalie didn't save a single kick.
Really?
Yeah, for
After all that.
Colombia. Now, it counts as one save because the guy literally, he kicked it over the goal.
No.
So that doesn't
That was
count.
just a miss.
Yeah, that was just a miss. So he gave up 4 goals. That goalie did terrible.
A lot of
There's
pressure.
there is a lot of pressure.
I mean, you're trying to save your country.
And
And those penalty kicks.
I would say the more pressure is on the striker, but like it's harder for the goalie because it's so much easier for the striker to deke him out. Like they just turn their head one way, and then the goalie's gonna naturally go.
Right. I mean, it's almost a
mental
50-50
game. Yeah.
chance in a way, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Well, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any other ones?
Not really. No. I mean, I had stuff on the Tigers, but we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
A lot of big movement. I don't know if you saw the latest news on the Tigers today, but
Did they trade?
no.
Oh,
I'll bring it up in a minute. We need to bring our
special guest.
very special guest. He's been on the show before. Very well known in the chess community.
Yeah.
Um,
He's a future grandmaster. He's a grandmaster in the making.
yeah, he's a big time chess guy.
He beats me a lot.
Well known also on the softball world.
Yeah. He hits the dingers, 700-foot home runs,
Yeah,
I hear.
I hear he's batting 1,000
Yeah.
in softball, slow pitch softball.
Yeah. He only hits home runs. Every pitch is just gone.
Yep. But yeah, so
He's a 99 overall.
you guys know him. He's our friend. Let me get this switched over here. Our friend Mike Muscat.
Hello, hello. How we doing, guys? Nice to join. Appreciate.
Glad that you're here. Welcome.
Yeah, I
welcome.
appreciate the third invite now. I believe 3.
Is that it? Third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Out of 76, I was like, man, I feel like I should have been a couple more. That's okay. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, yeah, we need to get you on here a little bit more reoccurring.
You got to get me your fancy equipment. I'm sitting down here in this basement. My AirPods ain't working and everything. So yeah, I got to get on your level here. You guys are looking professional over there.
Yep.
You can hear good now. Audio's working good.
Yeah, I took my headphones out, so I'm kind of just old school in it. But yeah, I think I'm good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Definitely.
For sure.
You know, Mike knows his baseball,
Yeah.
knows football, dabbles a little bit in those things. But yeah. So what have you been up to lately?
Well, the toddler keeps me busy, so she's a full-time job in herself. Shout out Mila, better be sleeping. No, but just working. Obviously keeping up with the Tigers. As funny as I just texted my mom today. We text back and forth. She's all about the curly fries. So when they get the 3 runs, I gotta let her know, And they've obviously had somewhat of a frustrating year, especially earlier in May. And today I was talking to her. I was like, "They're the boys of summer, whether you like it or not." It's kind of how I feel. It's like, sometimes, but like, what else we got? The Lions got a couple, what another 2 months yet, month and a half. I know Michigan football, that's kind of interesting, but yeah, I mean, right now it's what we got. So Just been watching the Tigers, keeping up a little bit. They've been playing better, which I'm sure we'll talk about, than they originally were. But that, and then just crushing Emory and some chess. It's a full-time schedule.
Yeah.
Not just me.
You beat me more than your dad, honestly. So just put that on the record out there. Yeah,
I beat him. We played 3 games 2 days ago. I beat him 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Mike, I 3-moved him. I 3-moved this kid.
It doesn't surprise me. Like I said,
I had to let it. I smoked him the first game.
No.
Yeah.
I had to let him get a little confidence boost.
And then I beat you again.
Yeah, but I mean, that game was... That game doesn't count.
You were cheating. You were in check and then didn't even move your king.
It's not cheating.
Yes, it is.
We didn't realize it. You never called check.
I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you didn't. You have to call check. One of the rules.
I believe that's a rule. I mean, online it does it for you. So anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't call check, then I'm not in check. Move out.
Not sure if that's how it works, but
I don't know.
You should know that you were in check.
I should. Grandmaster in the making, apparently, over here.
Emory's pretty decent.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I will say.
Yeah.
I've trained him well.
Yeah.
It's like you have not trained me well. You're still learning.
Well, so what do we want to talk about first? Let's move on to a different. That's a little touchy subject here. So,
yeah, for you.
It's been a while since Mike has been on.
Yes.
I gotta imagine that it must have been back in. I mean, we should probably look that up.
Go in the archives.
Pull up the archives here. Yeah, that's Mike. You're listed as a guest on our podcast through Buzzsprout, so you're legitimately a guest on here.
And you haven't been on our podcast in like 40 episodes.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's why I saw 76, and I was like, man, I've only been on 3, but, okay.
So episode number 15. That was the debut, and that was, at least we still have the Tigers, and that's when the Tigers were actually looking really good last year.
Yeah.
In May.
Last year, yeah.
And then episode number 36, September 30th. So that was after the
football ramping up.
Yeah.
Lions win. That podcast was titled Lions Win and the Tigers Clinch. How far will they make it?
Man.
Not very far.
Glory times. We were just living in oblivion. Didn't even know.
Lions were winning. Tigers were winning.
Wings looked like a good team. Pistons, we'll see what we're firing on all 4 cylinders.
Michigan was winning.
Yeah.
We do have to touch on Dusty May. That what a sad departure that was. I know we're some Michigan basketball fans, and he was one where I heard the whisperings like right after they won it, and you're like, okay, that's just kind of what they do. They kind of just throw the name out there. Ooh, is he gonna go to this spot, this vacant spot? But man, when I saw that he got he moved to Dallas, I think it was. Is that the Mavericks? Ah, man, shot through the heart because it's hard to repeat that, especially with the new coach. I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, I should know this, but the guy who's interim right now, I think he was on his staff, so he's kind of like the same type. I can look it up, but so I got the tablet over here. So yeah, I might not have all the fancy.
They also drafted Merez Johnson, who played at Michigan, so they'll have that little connection.
They picked him over Yaxel, didn't they? No, Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas. Oh, okay.
So Dusty May went there. He took
Merez Johnson with the 8th overall pick.
Yeah, Merez Johnson over Yaxel, which is kind of surprising.
A lot of people picked people before.
Yeah, he's over at Golden State, which I think is an interesting spot for him.
It's funny. He said, before I got drafted to Golden State, I hated Steph Curry. Literally what he said.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so former assistant coach Mike Boynton Jr. is the interim head coach for the University of Michigan men's basketball program. He stepped in after Dusty May left. He took over in June. It was tasked with keeping the roster intact, successfully retaining nearly all of Michigan's committed players and incoming transfers during the transition. Prior to his time in Ann Arbor, he spent 7 seasons as the head coach at Oklahoma State University. So he's got head coaching experience at Oklahoma State, which I don't know if they're a big basketball school, but head coaching experience is head coaching experience. So Mike Boynton Jr.
Let's take a quick break to shout out one of our awesome sponsors, the North Oakland Staffing Agency, or the NOXA for short. Whether you're a business looking for top talent or someone ready to take the next step in your career, the NOXA is here to help you grow to your potential. Born out of a true love for people, the North Oakland Staffing Agency serves northern Oakland County, Michigan, and beyond, offering staffing, recruiting, internships, and consulting services. As a client, you'll get personalized attention, real understanding of your needs, and a team that won't stop until they find the right fit. So if you're ready to grow, visit thenoxa.com. That's THENOKSA.com and take the next step with the staffing agency that puts people first. Now, back to the show. We got some breaking news here. The Detroit Tigers beat the Athletics 6-2.
Woo.
That one is long gone.
Oh, let's go. We can get curly fries tomorrow.
That's right. I gotta let my mom know. Mom, if you're watching, curly fries tomorrow. I don't gotta
We've
tell
never
you,
done the curly fry thing.
I've done it.
Wait, you have?
Dude,
Yeah.
she's locked and loaded, man. She tells me that she just goes in there and they know, like, oh yeah, there's she's got a rep. Yeah, shout
Yeah,
out.
I've done
Romeo,
it. You just say, can I get the Tigers 3-run curly fries? And you're like, yep. I just give you a thing of curly fries.
Although, hey, I'll tell you what, there was one time, and I don't want to put anyone on blast, but there was one time where I said it, like I asked for it. This was the one in like Sashbaugh, like Clarkson, F75, that area. And I go up there, I roll up, and I'm like, hey, can I get a free curly fry, Tigers 3 runs, whatever, this was a couple years ago. They're like, oh, we don't do that. I was like, oh, come on.
Oh, that's
So,
crappy.
If you're in that area, maybe try different Arby's if you're looking for some curly fries, or maybe it was just a bad night. I don't know.
That'd be disappointing. Yeah, they're not Tigers fans there.
Yeah.
I guess not.
So yeah, back to the Michigan thing. They've got a new football coach too. I know we talked about, but that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
And you gotta wonder with the impact of a coach.
I've heard really good things about Kyle Whittingham. A lot of people say he's really good.
So my boss, actually, shout out Sarah if you're watching. She's not. She is she actually lives out in like the Utah area, and so I told her when we got him like hired, I was like, hey, like Coach Witt, like tell me about him. Like, we got this Jerome Moore stuff, we got it gone, we're focusing moving forward, all that. She's like, take him. I don't want him here. I don't know. She was like, he's just got this air about him where it's like, which you can kind of see that he seems kind of old school. He seems kind of like I kind of said it, the shorts in the middle of winter kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like the old school Jim Harbaugh type. So
what does that mean?
Maybe. What do you mean? The shorts.
Emery wears shorts.
What do you mean the shorts in the
you're
middle?
a special breed, man. Why are you wearing shorts when
That's what I wanted to hear.
wintertime? That's what I'm saying. Like, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just it's a breed, man. It's you guys are a special. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm built different.
My third and last appearance, episode 76. No. But
Get it out of here.
Put a little poll in the chat. Is wearing shorts in the winter good or bad?
Definitely good. Definitely good.
I mean,
well, it will be interesting again because we've kind of ridden this high wave on the Michigan football last year. They're pretty good,
Decent.
and then they've been fun to watch. Not painful.
how do you think? Oh my gosh, Underwood's going to do this year. Are you how we high, we low? How are we feeling?
I think he has potential.
Okay.
He's got potential.
I mean, year 2 though, you got to kind of start showing some of that potential.
This is the year, right?
I mean, he was the number 1 rated player So,
it's great,
coming
but
in.
what are you gonna how you played? That's what I really hope that with Witt kind of calling the offense now that they kind of let the reins off a little bit, kind of let him sling it around. I feel like Sharon Moore's offense was so run heavy and like kind of dominant and assertive that they didn't necessarily let him. There were a couple of games where he did, and definitely have some maturing to do, and needs to get a little more careful with the ball, especially on the road, man. Those road college games, that could just tip in an instant, man. Especially like the Penn State, Ohio State, obviously those kind of bigger games. And the Big Ten's getting good. They're, I think, the new dominant conference. SEC was trying to tout it for a while, but I think it's pretty clear. Big Ten's where you go to win championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this has got to be his year. If he doesn't
do anything, we move on.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan's a solid program now. I mean, with the NIL, the whole thing, it's changed the game.
Yeah.
And you see Michigan's built a really good program the last couple of years. I think Sharon Moore, I mean, even going back to Harbaugh, I think Harbaugh was good. But his departure, what went down, kind of tainted things a bit. And then the Sharon Moore thing, he shouldn't even really been the coach, in my opinion. And then what he did, they just need a solid coach that's going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
But how long do you think is a while with Witt? I mean, he's kind of old. I don't know how long his contract's for. I guess I can trusty tablet. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely. I don't see him as like a 10-year guy. I don't know.
Right. Well, that's even with Dusty May. I mean, how many years is he with Michigan?
Yeah, that's true. Coaching carousels in college they're crazy.
Was he? So we talked about it when it happened, but it's not too often that a college basketball coach moves on to the NBA.
Yeah.
And the last time that it happened was with Michigan.
Yeah.
Remember the coach?
Boeheim,
I don't remember his name.
Beeline.
Beeline. John Beeline. So, it's a bummer to see him go. But were you going to look something up there, Mike?
Yeah, so Kyle Whittingham, 5-year, $41 million. So he's here for 5 years. So that's definitely a little bit of a stabilizing period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he loses a lot the first couple of years, maybe they boot him.
That's the thing. Like the contracts mean nothing, and it's just it's one good year. Okay, we'll keep you. Not so much. No, we'll buy it out.
Scooble had 9 strikeouts.
So Scooble pitched 96 pitches, 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts.
He gets a lot of strikeouts, but he throws a lot of pitches.
96 is not. He's not usually going 90.
96 in 5 innings is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, we gave up 5 hits.
I'm sorry, but what's so bad about going over 100? Like, I guess people smarter than me have it figured out, but I just I don't know.
Well, why can't he make it past 6 innings?
Ever. I mean, I think so. How about this? Do you guys think that he kind of soured, talk about Scooble, he soured from the Detroit fan base after that Seattle Mariners game where he could have gone back out there? Do you think that really? Yeah, I think so too. I think ever since then, people are like, yeah, I mean, he's our guy, he's our ace, but I think everyone kind of knows he's out of here probably.
I just think the thing is there's a couple of things I don't really like players like that who don't enjoy playing for the fan base. Kind of like him. I mean, I don't really think Amonra enjoys the fans or feels privileged to be part of the. Because it's a privilege to kind of be a part of the fan base and knowing that the fans like you and stuff. And I don't think that they really care because he could have easily gone out and pitched another inning that game. And I think because of that, they're well, he doesn't really care about the team. And I think that could be a fair
We've been
point.
talking about it for a while. Scooble hasn't really been our pitcher at all.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, which is crazy because he's one of the best in the league, back-to-back Cy Young. But nobody's really bought into him because the uncertainty of if he's going to stick around. You know, so that's what's been interesting about Scooble.
Yeah, it felt different with Verlander though, didn't it?
Yeah. People were bought in. They're all
I
in.
think Emery, to your point, I think that was kind of it. Like he was like wanted to be a part of like something big, and even him coming back, like it sucks kind of how this year's gone down. Obviously, it's really sucked, but like I don't think people are still happy to have him here. Like whenever I'm watching a game and I see like the camera pan to him talking to someone in the dugout, I'm like, that's cool to see. Obviously you wish he was out there, but yeah, no, I think with Skubal, I think people kind of knew that like you were going to have to get rid of him. Also, I think it's important to note that there's an impending lockout for next year, and so that kind of plays into things when it comes to the kind of the trade value you can get. I mean, people are like, you can't lose out on Skubal. It's got to be the Hall of Century. Well, other teams also know that you're kind of up against it, and so like you kind of have to like flip it around, right? You're the Dodgers. You're the fill in the blank. You want Skubal. But you got to pay a hefty price for him. I'm not saying that, but there's also this like idea that, well, hey, the Tigers need to get rid of him before the end of the year, or else they're getting nothing. So it's like, that's why I don't know. Scott Harris kind of worries me a little bit. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I don't know if he's got the bridges to make this one work. I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
I don't know what the right decision is. I think it's a huge decision.
Yeah, it's a franchise decision, but looking in their past like tendencies, they're going to trade him away. What are they going to get for him? Nothing.
Yeah, they probably will get nothing.
They'll get some prospects, and the best prospect they'll get will turn into like some mediocre left fielder.
I mean, it's true, but then like look at like a guy like McGonigal. Like if you can get a guy like that, like obviously I know he's an outlier, he's a special player, but like even a player 80% of McGonigal, right? Who like someone you can kind of throw in there instead of freaking Jemai Jones, right? Like that,
yes.
like
I mean, you could throw me in there.
Yeah, well, right. Well, dude, I was actually at that game. That was our first game. We took it. That was a great time. Shout out Cass with the Father's Day gift. Nailed it out of the park there. If you're watching, she's not.
No pun intended.
But I was there when they booed Jemai Jones. When he like.
Did you boo?
Were you booing?
Carpenter. Yeah.
Did you start the booing?
I did. I was the first, actually. Everyone followed after me. Yeah.
You and Mila both.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she started it, and like a good father,
she started crying.
So, yeah. That's
why, Jemai?
Yeah. Yep. Because we love Kerry, and he pinched it for Kerry. I think that's the maddening part of it. Is like let Kerry hit. Like honestly, I've seen him hit against lefties a couple times, and I don't get wrong. You need but you need practice. How are you going to get better at something if you don't get the opportunity to? Yeah.
You don't do that.
Right.
Kerry Bonds, is the nickname. And is he amazing? No. Is he great? No. Is he consistent? No, not really either. But can he show up and hit a home run? Wasn't the bases loaded when that happened too?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe loaded. 2 outs.
There had been no hits. Yeah, it was like one of those games where like they were up. I think it was Chicago. Yeah, Chicago White Sox. They were up 1-0. They hit a homer before we even got in the stadium, right. And then it was like it was like the 4th, 5th inning, and there was bases loaded. They just walked, hit whatever happened, but there was no hits. And it was supposed to be Kerry, and then Jemai comes. You can hear the boos, and I don't know. Like Jemai seems like a great guy. Like a team guy. Like you see him kind of seems like he's. But sorry, it's. If you're hitting, what is he like
170 or something? 170.
I think
crazy,
it's less than
man.
that. It's like 120.
Yeah, I think it's like 120.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Tablet time. Yeah, I was gonna say
But one thing like that you were saying with like Verlander, he was like a team player. Like people, you walk into Comerica, people are still wearing Verlander jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
They were wearing Verlander jerseys before he even came back to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people still like it.
So a couple comments here real quick. So going back to the Michigan talk of the coaches, Pastor Corey is on here. Hey, Pastor Corey.
What's up,
he
Corey?
said, I think if we get 5 years out of Whittingham, that's a good tenure. Yeah, I think so. Especially.
Agree, 100%. I think, like I said, the landscape is just so different now, where it's a year by year basis. 5 years of him would be pretty solid. Like I said, the Big Ten's just there's a lot of Indiana now. Like they're a big team. Obviously, I think they're the team to beat. So yeah, it's competitive. There's a lot of good coaches. I like having a guy who's experienced. We'll see how that translates. It's different kind of beast going from out west to now here in the middle of the corn fed boys. It's a big, but we'll see. I'm optimistic, but who isn't when in July when you're fiending for some football?
I know. College, I was actually thinking about it the other day. Like, I was watching some college game day clips or whatever. I'm like, I just want to go to like college game day and just.
So the new college football video game is coming out, I think Thursday, and I'm just like it's getting me so hyped. They know how to they know we're thirsty for it.
We got the one last year and never really we played it a few times. It was like the first one 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because it finally this year is coming to PC, so I can hop on and play something.
There you go.
It'd be hard. Sure, my 5 minutes of free time, I'll be on it.
Yeah, having 2 more kids, you'll be playing tons of video games.
Yeah, all the time.
And then Corey says you've got to trade Scooble. Tigers won't make the playoffs, and even if they do, they won't win the World Series. Yes. I was listening to the radio. I think it was yesterday. It could have been today too, but somebody said that too. It was like, do they have the chance? Let me ask the question, both of you guys. Do either of you think they even have a chance of winning the World Series this year with Scooble?
No.
Yes, just because there's nobody else in the getting to or winning. Sorry,
winning.
No, probably not. No, I don't think any team can take the Dodgers on in the AL. I mean, I really don't. It's no, not the way it is right now.
Last week we were looking at it, like, in the AL, like. There's not really any good teams in the AL besides there's good teams, but like not like the NL. When you're looking at the NL, almost every team in the NL has almost 50 wins. Like almost every single team.
Well, here's the little thing: the Tigers, I believe, in the month of June, were the best team in the AL. So
but in the month of May, they were the worst team in the MLB.
So
they had to come back.
It's hard to forget about that.
I wanted to say back to the Scooble Verlander thing. So, and it's been a while now, and I wasn't super big into sports back then, but I don't remember anybody wanting to trade Verlander. I think everybody was very disappointed when the Tigers let him go. Now with Scooble,
I would not. I don't care if they trade him.
I don't think people really care. I think people either way, but people have been wanting to get rid of Scooble for the last 2 years. Remember, it was two years ago.
I would actually say I think people will be upset if he doesn't get traded. I would go as far as to say that
more people would be upset.
Pastor Corey said right there, you've got to trade him, and I think that's the sentiment. I think across the board is people are like anyone like Detroit sports fans. We kind of know our stuff in a sense, and we know that like if we don't do anything with this guy, again to your point, we're not winning the World Series. If we don't do anything with this guy, he's going to walk, and we're going to get nothing for him, and so that doesn't make sense. We got a decent core. I think May might have been a little blessing in disguise because I think if we would have had one of those magical runs again, I don't know. I think it kind of boosted our ego up a little bit. I really wish last year at the trade deadline they would have made more of a move. I think they thought they were better, clearly, than they really were. And so I don't know if like this happening kind of, I don't know. As I kind of mentioned, I don't have a ton of trust in Scott Harris to make it right, but we'll see. But yeah, but to kind of wrap it up, I think people will be more upset if he's not traded as opposed to if we end up keeping him just to keep him.
Yeah, I think there's more people that want to get rid of him than want to keep him, for sure. And if they get rid of him, I don't think it's going to break anybody's heart.
The one Chessbot says, bail out now, draw.
Yeah, Emery likes to resign on chess.
No, it was because I couldn't do anything, so it was just bail out now, draw. That's what it said.
I know, it's funny.
It's so weird, but yeah,
I don't think it's bailing out though.
My thing is,
I just don't know who they get. What do you do? Like,
So
what do you even get?
We're not going to get anyone for him. Okay. But there's no point of just letting him walk, though. Like, we might as well trade him because here's my thing. We're going to get prospects. We traded Verlander for prospects. What did we get? We got Jake Rogers. No one. So.
I don't hate on Raj.
Yeah, he's still around.
Okay.
He's batting 140 right along Jemiah Jones.
Yeah.
We did look up Jemiah Jones.
Lead in the
140.
pack for the bad players. But we're going to trade
Jake
him.
Rogers is, 139.
Yep. Right there with Jemiah. And
not great.
we're going to trade him. What are we going to get? Maybe like, I don't know, like not like a superstar, but like someone.
Well, like you said,
decent.
like I wouldn't call McGonigal average, but he's not a superstar either. So if you get just a guy that can get some base hits, I think that's what this team's missing. Like back to Carpenter, I love Carey, but the guy swings for the fences every time.
Yes.
And a lot of the players on the team do. So even in that situation, bases loaded, like the guy's either going to hit a home run or a fly out to center.
Yep.
And he did it 4th of July. Did you watch the game Saturday? I think bases were loaded or something again, and Carries up to bat and hits a deep fly ball to center field. I mean, it had everything, the writing on the wall of a home run, but came up about 30 feet short.
Yeah. My thing is
tough. Oh, go ahead.
You can go ahead.
It's tough too because Comerica Park's not exactly big hitter friendly, right? Like his style fits, I think, different places more. I mean, obviously, I love Carey too. He's a brother of Christ. He's a great player, great role model, and I just like having him on our team. I like having that threat that you could put in there and just like, hey, he could go yard. Like that's a great thing to have. But yeah, he's kind of one dimensional in that sense. He's a average-ish right left field, wherever they put him at. Usually right fielder. Obviously
he doesn't have an arm.
It's not exactly. He'll make the routine play, but maybe sometimes he might not. And so you could definitely get someone, I think, up in that spot. Again, nice to have that bat in the lineup. You hate to have it not, but I don't know exactly the value he has across the board. But I think that you don't necessarily need someone that's going to come and like join the club now. I think you can get a good haul. I know the Verlander haul was gross. That was also a Vila, a little different, but they're also kind of ran through the same idea where I think if I'm remembering correctly, the Verlander trade was like right at the end of the deadline too. So they were kind of up against it and had to make a move. So I think it's scaring me a little bit how it's shaping up to be similar. Yeah, you got Scott Harris and Avila, but like the timing, the circumstances, the looming lockout, it's every day his value goes down.
Well, and what's going to suck though is most likely he's going to go to a team that's going to win. And he's probably going to win a World Series.
Matthew Stafford us.
And then there's going to be people that, the 20% out there that get loud. See, we should have kept him. Look, he just won. They're forgetting all the other pieces of the puzzle.
They don't know what they're talking about. I mean, it's.
I think he's probably going to go. Here's my destination. This is what I think. Dodgers.
He's not going to the Dodgers.
I know the Dodgers want him the most out of any team, and they have a lot of
money, right?
They have a lot of money. They already have the best bullpen in the entire MLB. You could add all the best players in the MLB, and their bullpen would still be better because they have all the best players. Or you go to like the Yankees or the Phillies or the Mets, but they also have money.
Who brought it up the other day?
But a team who doesn't have money is the White Sox.
The White Sox.
But who needs a pitcher? The White Sox.
Was it Zach?
You don't trade him in division. I don't think you can trade him in division. I just like, to me, that's just...
What if they give up something good, though? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I would trade Tarek Skubal for Minataka Murakami.
Yeah, what if they give up their best player?
The only player that they have that can hit? Or what if you trade him to the Dodgers for someone like Max Muncy.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think I think you'd maybe get, because like I actually heard this on the radio today. I guess the Dodgers, like we talk about their farm system and kind of what the assets that they have available.
They have so many good players.
They have a lot of like they have like a lot of clogs, I guess they call it, in their fielders. So like if we need, what do we need? Like a third baseman, obviously. We got, McGonagall's either short or third, but the other position, Colt Keys, Zach McKinstry, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we need an infielder. I think I like Howie Lee. I like what he's kind of brought to the table so far in some limited time. Obviously, I don't know the status on Torres. Obviously, he's the main guy there. I know he kind of oblique issues. I don't know if there's any update on him.
And Javi.
Yeah.
Javi.
Yeah.
Real quick, go ahead.
The thing with, we could trade for a third baseman, that we could then put McGonagall in his main position, which I believe is shortstop. He's good at shortstop and third, but I think, he's a really good shortstop and better than McKinstry and Colt Keith. So I think we put him at shortstop, and then we have Max. If you were to trade Skubal for Max Muncy, we'd have Max Muncy at third. And then, like, Hayu Lee or Torres, depends on when he comes back, at second. And then we'd have Torkelson at first. Like, I think that's a pretty good infield.
But why would the Dodgers give up Max Muncy? Who would they put there?
I don't know.
Not a problem. Who cares?
I think it's better. Like the thought of getting prospects is far more likely.
Well, like, the Dodgers, they have the best farm system in the MLB. Because they trade so much, they get so many prospects. Like, the Dodgers, their team's so good, they don't even care about prospects. So they could just, we could get some pretty good prospects from the Dodgers, but it might take a couple years.
So a couple things that I wanted to talk about Tigers-wise. So big news today. Tigers part ways with their third base coach, Cora. Joey Cora.
No, I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Yeah, so sounds like there was a little disagreement between him and AJ. Not sure exactly, but
Philosophical differences.
Yeah. How much Cora's philosophy on running bases hard has become part of the Tigers' identity.
Yeah.
So AJ Hinch said, I know that news is going to be surprising to a lot of people. I love Joey. Joey loved being a Tiger. He's been instrumental in his time here. But similar to... Dang it. Where did it go?
It's up.
Up. But similar to a family, sometimes it doesn't last forever. We had some philosophical differences, and we both just agreed it's probably best for the players and everybody to separate.
What's the philosophical difference?
Just like your concept or ideas of how things should work.
Oh, like philosophy?
The philosophy, yes. Like obviously something to do with base running and maybe other coaching aspects.
I thought he was good. I
think everybody liked him.
That's
more than AJ.
That's right. I'm like, that's
AJ's the problem.
Meat on that bone. I don't know.
He probably got mad at AJ and said something.
There's something. Yeah, something happened.
Probably said, you cheated with the Astros.
So Riley Green said last year, we know what comes with Joey and it works and we're going to do it. We know that he's going to send us, so we're going to go. I think it probably could have something to do with stealing because I'm pretty sure let me see. What did that say there? The Tigers do not steal.
No, they're the worst team in the MLB for stealing. Here, I can pull up the stats.
I know they're aggressive when it comes to when the ball's in play, but yeah, I don't think they steal a ton.
They don't steal at all. Maybe it had something to do with that.
Hold on. Let me look at teams.
But you love, like we sat at third base a lot. So we've seen Cora in his element.
The Tigers are the second worst team in the MLB for stealing. They only have 31 steals all season. The player with the most steals in the entire MLB has 33. So
that's wild.
The Dodgers are the fourth or 27th of the 30. Dodgers don't steal. Shohei doesn't steal.
Not anymore. So that's breaking news. The other breaking news. So last week we talked about the All-Star.
Yes.
I thought it was already in stone, but apparently not, because we have a couple guys on the All-Star team.
Starters?
We do.
They're not starters.
I love the All-Star break. Yeah.
I would say it's definitely my favorite of all the major sports. I think they did a better job back in the day when it was. I remember it was the winner had home field advantage throughout the World Series, which that's obviously a big deal. So they were like playing for something, but
Yeah,
now I don't think that.
I wish it did.
I like the home run
have
derby.
more to do with something. All right, so here we go.
Who is it? Dingler, Green,
Yep.
and Kevin?
Kevin.
Kevin!
Yep. Kevin McGovern.
All deserving, I think. I think Dingler has been, in my opinion, obviously extremely biased. He's been one of the.
Have you heard that drop, Mike?
Okay, that was your drop with the beep.
Yeah. Did you
Don't
think
do that to
you're...
me, man. I just thought I had a battery gone, dude. I'm like, no, we just got violent. Oh no,
It's from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Where did it go? Hold on. There we go. We love it. Yeah, McGonigal, Riley Green, Dingler, all deserving.
For sure. No, absolutely. Dingler's been, like I said, I think the best catcher in the league. His vision of the strike zone is these challenges that he gets and he gets overturned or called for. It's impressive. You can really see how much a guy knows his plate when he gets those, like, it does the replay and it's like boop and the lights up and you're just like, wow, it zooms in. It's like, I mean, barely in that square. How do you guys, not to derail too much on the Tiger All-Star conversation, but just a quick grade so far, how do you feel about the ABS system? I give it A+.
I think it's good. I wonder what the umps think, because they probably think, why am I even here?
Well, I think it's going to replace him.
Well, because they have that and the Hawkeye thing now, or Eagle Eye, or whatever.
Eagle Eye.
So, like, it can, which they're working on it to where it pinpoints bases and it, like, scans the base to see exactly when they touch the base with their cleat. Like, so they won't even need umps.
I also like the more old school thought behind it, too, where it's like an element of the game. Yeah. Like with hockey, right? Like Mickey Redmond used to say, like, because guys would be like, we just want consistent calling. He's like, do you really want consistent calling? What if it's bad? He's like, so you kind of want the balance. And with hockey, you notice sometimes they make a bad call over here or miss a call. Well, they can make up for it. Like, oh, that one was close, so I'm going to call it just to make up for the last one that I missed. Where baseball, it's the same thing. Well, that one was really close. All right, the next one that's there, a little bit closer, I'm going to call, right?
Yeah.
Where now it takes that human aspect out, and it is what it is, right? Like, it's either a strike.
I think the way they have it now is good. I like the whole, you get two, if you get them wrong, you're done. I think that's a good way. I like that because you're right. You do want to preserve an element of that. You do want the, like, and I think this is a good, like, it adds a whole other strategy to the game, right? First inning, borderline call. Do you want to use that challenge? You could lose it. And then, like, hey, in the seventh inning. So it's like, it's kind of cool how it's kind of brought almost a strategy element, not just like every time, like, all right, challenge.
Right.
Yeah, that is kind of silly. I do think that the game needs to have some of that human element, no doubt. But I think if we have the technology to be able to look at it, I think it's okay. They do need to come up with a better way to do it. I feel like a lot of times, like, batters are kind of like getting out of the box and, like, they already adjust their helmet a little bit. And, like, so it's like, wait, did he challenge or, like, did he not? And then, like, you got to do it quickly because, like, you don't want the dugout to, like, look and then, like, give you, so the system still needs a little bit of tweaking, but I think it's a step in the right direction. I just hope they don't overstep. Which
I think it's yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all.
I think it's funny that the pitcher can challenge. Because
Did you see the Shohei one?
Did he challenge?
Well, his catcher wouldn't challenge, and finally Shohei had enough of it.
Yeah.
And then he challenged.
Yeah.
And he was right, and he just turned around because
Well,
he knew he was right.
It's funny, because 100% of the time, the pitcher's never going to challenge. Because they're so far away, you'd have to be pretty, that's 100% a strike. And if it is a clear strike, why didn't the catcher already challenge? And why didn't the ump call it a strike? They're not.
I think there needs to be a little bit more tolerance.
They're
on it,
60 feet away.
or less tolerance, or something. I don't know. You don't want the laces clipping the box, and you know what I mean. Oh, see, it was a strike. There needs to be a percentage of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Kind of balances out the human aspect. Because
I saw
if
it was a
95% of the ball is outside the box, and a lot of these sometimes they're just barely clipping, and the ump is no, that's outside, and then the thing shows it. Oh no, look, 3 laces clipped the box. It's a strike.
Well, I saw the thing. So it's a lefty. Okay, sometimes lefty can crush inside pitches, but sometimes they can't. And this one was right inside, right by his kneecap, and a straight, a little bit, the tiniest bit. There was a little dot on the scanner thing, and it was oh, yep, that's a strike. It touched the box.
Yeah.
You cannot hit that.
No, and again, with that doesn't help the umpire at all.
Or you shrink the strike zone.
Only in those situations, you're saying? If the challenge it,
Yeah, you.
I don't know.
It should be if it's close like that, for a challenge, they're gonna. I feel the strike zone should be kind of smaller. Because
What if they did this? What if it was they made a little game out of it? So if it clipped what if they had different levels, a 10 ring, and then if it was
let him cook.
If it was the outside edge and it clips, you could decide if it was okay, that could be a strike, but if you accept that as a strike, maybe you do lose a challenge later in the game, but in this specific at bat counts as a strike.
No.
What?
See, that's
you know what I'm saying?
You're taking it too far. I think what we have now is good. It's got this look, and I agree with you. Some of the ones that are called for a strike, I get it. They don't look hittable, but at the same time, it's a strike. A strike's a strike. If it hits the zone, even if it's a little fraction, at a certain point, you just gotta give props to the pitcher and be dude, that was an amazing pitch. Way to put it in a spot where I can't hit it, and that's that.
So, but do these pitchers start really trying to?
I would just
clip the edge every time?
I'd do this.
I mean, I think they tried to anyway, but I think
they already tried to. Yeah.
But they're trying to get that ball in further with the human aspect.
I just throw
now
it.
that you have the computer AI aspect.
I just throw it low and outside.
You can play it. Yeah, you can play that inside pitch every time.
Let's watch this pitch.
So my buddy Jason Jones, hey Jason, he says if in archery, if you touch the line at all, you get the higher score, correct?
Yep.
Kind of the same thing. If it touches the strike zone, it's a strike. And then he says, Bobby, baseball is already a game. I know, but I'm thinking a game inside of a game.
And this is why you have a 600 rating in daily, because you just think.
I'm at a 740. I beg your pardon.
What if people start betting on the ABS challenge? So there's people in these
They probably already do.
in Vegas.
I'm sure they do.
Oh yeah.
Not even
okay.
in Vegas.
Okay, we got an ABS challenge. I'm gonna bet that they call it a ball, and then then you bet on.
You'd have to do it instantly.
Yeah.
They should go to a commercial break.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they'd love to.
Pause the game. All right, we will be right back. Just like football, right? When they're reviewing plays,
Just
they got to go to New York.
Yeah, the hydration breaks.
Yeah.
They should do that because then you could bet on it.
Here's back to your initial question. What do you think about it? I don't love it.
I think it's fine.
I think there's a time and place. I'm okay with the way they're doing it. I think where it really matters is the games that matter. Now, I say that every game technically matters because you earn your wins and stuff over the course of the season. But when you're talking playoffs, World Series games, those are, to me, the most critical. And a blown call could blow the whole game, right?
Yeah.
Or blow a rally. And,
that's part of baseball, though.
I know, but
I say they'd take it away for the playoffs.
So Jason's saying then they could rig it. Well, we already know that they rigged the games.
Yep.
So we talked about that.
They already rig it. So
Class A.
That's like the one thing, and one of many things that this gambling epidemic that's going on. It's like, it's one thing to kind of joke about it, talk about it, but like, and some of it is interesting in the sense that you get an idea of like what the public's feeling, like, oh, percent for this or that. But man, it's really open sports. I remember I used to sit and watch, I don't know, even back in my day, I used to sit and watch a game, and like, you just rooted for the team. You didn't try to hit these points and this guy do this and this parlay that and stuff like that. And then you open it up to every people, and I'm not saying you obviously, but like people who think every little result, oh, rigged. And it's not to say that in some aspects, especially you're watching like FIFA, like some of these calls and
it's a good segue here in a minute.
We're gonna get blocked.
Well, so we talked specifically. We've throughout the course of the podcast year plus, we've talked about
one of our first when was that episode?
Rigging games. Wait, and our games.
Is the NFL rigged?
Yes.
It was one of I think our second or third episode is the NFL rigged?
But last week we talked about this again with Malik Beasley and it was legitimate that he was rigging the game to some aspect and
rigging his performance
for betting purposes,
which affected the outcome of the game.
It did affect the outcome of the game to some extent.
Because if he was trying, then they were going to win. If he was,
and we're just kind of brushing the surface, I think, right now of what we know. I think there's more that will come out of these situations that they're minimal in the course of the big picture of a game, right? Like, oh, he's going to miss 4 times, or if a batter is going to strike, swing and miss, strike out, like if a batter strikes out, that happens multiple times a game.
Yeah.
But his first at bat, he's going to strike out, right? Yeah. Or the second at bat, he's going to strike out, or something, And I think what we talked about last week too is how a lot of it is actually not necessarily the player, but it could be other people behind the scenes saying, listen, like, I need you to rig this. I need you to do this because whatever, it could be blackmail purposes or something. That's, they're saying with Malik Beasley could have been the situation where it was, he already had gambling debts or something like that he needed to pay for. So, hey,
dark world, man.
Yeah. I need you to, hey, instead of you paying me back, just do a couple things for me and we'll be square.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch gears.
Let's talk about,
speaking about rigged games, was the USA Belgium game rigged?
Hold on. Before we move into football, I have one thing on American football.
Okay.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is now officially engaged.
Oh. Nate. Hold on a second. I got a drop for that one. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. Nope, that was the right one.
I thought you were going to play some wedding bells.
Yeah.
No one really cares.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. More breaking news. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got married over the weekend.
Oh, really?
It's old news.
Does anyone care? Nope.
All right. One more thing from my buddy Jason Jones says Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame. If you throw the game, you should never have a limb removed.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very interesting point because, like, that's the thing. Pete Rose, all-time hits leader, right? Like, now that's not to say that he's the you can talk about the legality of it, but Pete Rose as a person, sure, but you can probably talk about a lot of athletes that are in Hall of Fame about the character of their, who they are and stuff. But yeah, now that it's that widespread and it's literally, you can't watch a game without saying, go to Kelce or go to DraftKings or whatever.
DraftKings and
But now this guy's
Bet
still
365 is right there in the outfield of Comerica Park. No, sorry, he corrected himself. He said if you throw the game, you should have a limb removed. I think if you're betting on your performance being good, like it should be okay. Like, right? Like it's one thing like Class A, like those guys were intentionally throwing the ball in the dirt.
Yeah.
And so it was like
they were betting on their performance being bad.
First pitch, ball in the dirt. Okay, well, it's real easy to do that, right? Like that's a way that you can gamble and make money. If you say, hey, I'm going to get 10 strikeouts in a game, hey, go get 10 strikeouts, right?
You go, Glenn Coco. Yeah.
It's going to improve
if you
their
were
performance.
Or you're saying, okay,
they're going to want to try harder.
Yeah, I'm going to win this game. And then if you have both teams betting that they're going to win.
So, hey, there are the contract, the NFL does this a lot, the contract like incentives, right? Hit 10 sacks in a season and you get an extra $500,000 or whatever it is, right? It's like that
performance-based stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what that is in a sense. Now, I guess you could say, well, they don't really lose anything if they don't, but
they lose their
do.
Bonus.
No, they do. I mean, that's actually a really fair point because it's in a way that essential, like it's essentially legalized gambling in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you hit this mark, you get this huge bonus. Well, then those guys, that last game, if they're close, I mean, they're going to get out there and do, it doesn't matter if the game's on the line, if their season's on the line or not. Like they could be failing as a team and just get out there and do whatever.
Yep.
So there's Billy Boyer that we got the Bet 365 replay on right now for the Tigers game, and Billy Boyer, the new third
love it
base
so
coach.
much you can watch it a second time.
Yeah, thanks to Bet 365.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we do have to switch gears. Colt Keith with the home run.
I believe that Colt Keith is getting pretty good.
We got to talk
American
football.
Or not American. Well,
The greatest sport in the world. World Cup football. Mike, have you been watching it?
I will say it's growing on me. It's pretty good.
He's wearing the Messi jersey. A week ago, I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm not really into it. And here he has got the Messi jersey on today.
I will say what kind of gets me into it is seeing how much like all these other countries are into it. It's kind of cool to see like that they're so like life or death with this. So like that kind of gets you into it. I didn't watch it and follow it to the point where like it was on my, but recently I would say once the group stage is over and now it's like win or go home.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have it on. I was watching the one earlier today that went into penalty kicks.
Oh yeah, Switzerland versus Colombia.
Yeah, and that was a Switzerland one, right? I think was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of a cool one to watch and see, like it gets that intense and stuff. USA was a cool kind of feel good story, but I think we all kind of knew they didn't really stand a chance.
That game,
terrible.
if anything was rigged, did you watch the game, Mike?
I had it on. I was kind of putting my other down and dealing with all that. It's not. I wasn't super.
It was
intense.
just a terrible like.
I saw the goalie. I don't know what he was doing, man.
It was like they were trying to lose.
Talk about rigged. That was interesting.
I don't understand. Like sometimes, like soccer is annoying because like there will be people wide open and they don't kick the ball to them.
But you got to think.
No,
we're viewing it from way up here. That field's huge. You can't see the guy wide open. Like they can, guys that are good.
Yeah.
But if they have to lead them. So you start watching these teams that are good and the way they'll put that ball in play and they'll lead these guys by 10, sometimes 20 yards with that ball. And you'll see them kick it and it bends. And you're like, where is he even kicking that to? Well, then the guy speeds up and gets to it. So he might be open now, but it's a different sport.
Well, the thing is that Malik Tillman, he had one goal, the only person that scored on the entire team. They only had 2 shots on goal.
Who's that?
U.S. I think
the game the other day?
Yeah, I think they only had 2 or 3 shots on goal. And he had 32 passes.
Yeah, a lot of...
I will say with soccer, it's pretty cool watching. Like you can kind of see if you don't just spend time like eyes following the ball, you kind of see players that are off the ball, like what they're doing in terms of like running in different patterns, and you can kind of see like, oh, he's moving here to get that ready to go there. Honestly, I know we've kind of talked about it, but I kind of see a little bit of like chess in it in a sense, like when you kind of take the macro view, because it's like this piece moves here to this guy going here to there, and then all of a sudden I'm in your back rank, checkmate, Bobby loses to me for the 40th time, so it's like there's there is that element, right?
Yeah,
but like you can see
and your
there's no
knights.
fog of war, and I kind of like that, is that you can see everything that's happening in front of you, and yeah.
So Jason says it's improving the American image across the world. We're treating people great. Other than that, we don't really need soccer.
Agreed. I think there's been a lot of cool stories about people coming from overseas in America and being treated pretty well.
Going to Walmart for the first time. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah. I think I do. I think that's really cool, and I think it's great because too much of our world is narrated by people who don't really understand it or don't have our best interest in mind. So to have like these real natural occurrences happening and just kind of culture swapping, it's really cool to see.
I think it's a great point because, and I think, where did I hear it or see it? But it was basically along those lines of how the world isn't as divided as they want us to think it is.
Yeah.
And soccer is a great example of that. The World Cup is a great example of that.
Well, what I think is cool and what I really like about it is it's kind of like the Olympics with like kind of how they did it with hockey. It's very similar. And what's cool about it is like there's all these different people obviously competing for their country, and they very much so care. The game that I was watching, the dude literally like was crying because he missed the penalty kick and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, these people also play with each other.
Yeah.
It's like they might be from different countries, but they might play on the same soccer club or whatever. So like, and they all very much so like each other. Like if someone falls, like even players from the other team will go and pick them up. Or like you don't really see that with like other sports.
No, and like my dad had been to Scotland and England, and I know he's been to rugby matches over there, and he said like the coolest experiences of going to a rugby match, and it was like Scotland versus Wales or something like that, and watching these guys, like the whole entire stadium when they're singing their national anthems, they're like crying, like they're so passionate about their countries. And in America, I mean, the one truth of that is that we don't have that passion for our country anymore. I mean, I don't say we as in us, but like generally, the general consensus is like we just celebrated 250 years and it barely made news headlines because people don't like the president or something, right? And that should have been a huge thing for the entire year. We should have been talking about type of thing. And instead, because we're so politically divided that, they have to squash it. So it is something to look at across the globe, and how these other countries are the players and the people are passionate about their countries.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to say, what I like about football, I would argue, I was just talking about this earlier, it's probably the most athletic sport that is played at a professional level. You watch these guys run.
The game we were watching, England versus
Mexico,
and they went into like almost 100 minutes, I think it was, and this guy on their team, absolute baller, Jude Bellingham, he was out the entire time. He never sat. I think he was the only player who didn't get pulled out. And he's out there. You can see him. He's just out of breath, as like just tired. I'm sure. But
they give it their all.
Yeah. The only thing keeping him up was probably his stamina or adrenaline, probably. And he was just like, you could see he's like trying to get air, kind of, but like he's just out there just running. It
was during that game, the very end, one of the last minutes. It was a Mexico player that got injured. I think he rolled his ankle, or somebody stepped on his ankle.
Oh yeah, his ankle's like this. It bent like that.
And they don't stop the game. Like they drug the guy off the field. It was like a war.
And
Did
they
you see
kept
that?
playing.
They literally just dude, two guys got over there. Like, you got to get out of the way. They drug him
Bullets
off.
flying everywhere.
Yeah, and then they just kept playing.
It's funny. They were like right next to him. He's just sitting there like
The guy's his legs like broke. Yeah, medic.
Well, it's hard though because I feel like there's so much flopping that happens there too. Is like you never know. It's like you see one guy, he's on the ground, he's like, and he's like 2 seconds later, he's like, all right, I'm back. And you're like, wait a minute, dude. Like you look like you needed.
They do.
That match. What was on earlier? Was it today?
Switzerland versus
No,
Colombia. Or yesterday?
Maybe it was yesterday. Anyway, it's every game. But to your point, you'll see these guys. Oh my god, they're rolling around.
And then like they realize they don't stop, and they're like, okay, and then they just get back up and just run.
So it's hard to know like kind of who's really hurt, and who's not. It's
the guy the other day that was very legit, and it's funny because they drug him off the side and kept playing. The camera's panning back and forth. They're over here for a minute. They come back. He's still just on the sidelines. Nobody's even there helping him.
Yeah.
Finally, some of the medic guys come around, but they had to keep playing. They couldn't stop.
How do you guys feel in regards to World Cup? How do you feel about the way they do the time?
I think it's actually good.
You're going to have to explain it to me. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. I don't know why you don't just stop the clock when there's nothing happening. But
so I think it's actually better, and I think they need to integrate it into the NFL. Because once you understand it, I think it's better.
I agree. I think it makes sense.
It keeps the players moving to where, like, okay, in the NFL, you get a play 2 seconds. Okay, then you have 10 seconds of a break every single time. It's like 3 seconds of like, okay, you might be running, and then you're like, okay, and you can chill, get your water. There's timeouts or whatever. Where this, it's not. You get your like one or two hydration breaks per half or whatever. But it's 90 minutes of like the clock doesn't stop unless it's halftime.
It's truly playing for 90 minutes. And so that's what I like about it. Where football, you've got how many minutes?
It's 60.
60
but
minutes.
But it's like a 2 or 3 hour game.
But how many minutes do they actually play of the 60? Like physically playing?
I don't know, but it takes a lot longer.
10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Of actual physical play. Where with soccer, it's 90 minutes of play. So like when they have
how much of that is all these breaks and stuff like that?
No, that's what the whole
it's
the stoppage time.
So they add it back on.
So the ref basically keeps score, or not score, but
keeps time of how many times, or like the seconds or the minutes that the time has kept going when they weren't playing, and then they add in extra time.
So if there's a penalty or if there's water breaks or whatever, they're like, okay, that was a minute and a half or 30 seconds or whatever it is. And then at the end of the game,
they add it all
throughout
up.
the game, he reports that. But nobody knows. So
so why don't we just do this thing where if someone needs a water break, they stop the clock, and then when play resumes, they resume the clock.
Well, here's what I like about
the clock a lot because they drink a lot of water.
Here's what I like about it though, because at the end of the game, you don't know. So like it will say when it says +5 or +10, that's a minimum. So it's the head ref or whoever the ref's discretion.
They get to choose how much time, but at least it has to be 5 more minutes.
Yeah, they'll say at least 5 minutes. But it might be 7 more minutes. Yep.
It just depends on what the ref wants to do. And it'll say the Brazil game against England or Norway.
Norway, yeah.
That game, the ref was the only person that knew what the time was. They're like, are they going to stop it? Is it going to keep going? We don't know.
So what I like about it is those players don't know either. Right, so they're not watching the clock.
They just have to keep playing.
They're just playing as hard as they can.
I will say that is kind of cool. Okay, you got me a little bit on that one, where like they're not sitting there staring at the clock, how much time. But at the same time, you eventually get to that, though. I mean, because even if you have it's a 45 minutes, you got 5 minutes, of extra time. You're getting to 49. They're looking no. So I just think the same things happen regardless. So to me, it's like, why are we doing this game where we're just like,
I think it's better.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Once you watch it, now that you kind of know, and now you watch it, because I was the same way too, but like, it makes sense because you see, like, when the 90 minutes is coming up, like those guys will start playing harder and harder.
And then once they may see, +5, that means at least there's going to be 5 more minutes. So then they're going to play as hard as they can in the next 5 minutes.
Right.
But
Like-
couldn't the same be said, though, if there's 5 minutes left in a hockey game and the team knows we got to score in the next 5 minutes, we got the goalie pulled? Like, what's the difference?
I think because in hockey, think about hockey, they're only playing hard for the last
20 minutes.
minute or two. Like they'll pull their goalie with 2 minutes left, and you got 2 minutes, and they're playing hard, right?
Yeah.
And then there's stoppage of play in that, right? Like the clock stops or whatever when.
There's
So
face-offs.
right, I
Where,
think
like, when there's
soccer. I
corner
think what it
kicks,
does is it carries the momentum. Like the momentum doesn't stop until the ref blows the whistle, and then those guys are like dead.
and
Yeah.
because they have a whistle and they have the full-time whistle. So, like, that's the thing. Like, it's just time. At 90 minutes, it's time. And then they think about it or whatever. And then they have a separate whistle that means full-time, the game's over, this team won, this team lost.
Yeah.
And that's what I think's cool about it, because you just play, like, you're truly playing the full 90 minutes. But, like, if they integrated it into the NFL, it would be better. It'd be more entertaining.
Those guys would be dead.
Yeah, they would be dead. But
These guys can't. Each play is like 15 seconds or something like that, isn't it?
6'4".
5 seconds or something.
They just throw the ball
Yeah, the incomplete pass. All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Man,
10 seconds of break.
these guys are 350 pounds, 400 pounds,
Yeah, they wouldn't make it.
but we love football.
Yeah.
So
I think
we've
America-
gotten into it. It took Emery a minute.
I think it's good.
It's one of the best, especially as we start getting into these final rounds.
It's fun watching. Well, it's not it's not really fun watching. It can be, but only when they're like in scoring position, because a lot of the times it's just, oh yeah, guy from this team kicked it to the other team's goalie, and now the goalie's going to kick it to their teammates who are in the other side.
So let me ask you this though, Mike, this question for you. It's a twofold question.
Okay.
Let's compare it to baseball, watching baseball. How exciting is that? And here's another one, which a lot of people, one of our friends, Darren, Mr. Darren,
Love Darren.
people like to watch golf. Okay, so let me ask.
Nothing against golf watchers. I'm just going to say
Mike probably watches golf too. So
it can be the PGA Tour, it can be the Masters, it can be the Open. I don't care. Golf is the most boring sport to watch.
Spoken like a child.
Full right.
Spoken like a child.
I can't get into watch. Like
I
I've
love
watched
playing
it.
golf. Golf is amazing. I love playing golf. Probably one of my favorite sports to play. Watching it, like, what are you watching? It's just,
Well, yeah.
Hey, shh! If you're gonna talk about it, let's talk a little bit softer.
Yeah, please.
We have,
With the drive.
yeah. Hey, he's about to
I
hit
think
a huge putt here.
when it comes to like your question of comparing it to like, so you're comparing, like, you're asking like my enjoyment watching
Yes.
baseball. Okay, so it's hard for me to get invested so much in soccer because I don't really know any of the people. I don't really have any real attachment. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm there for the face value of the game. Like I said, the game earlier today was close, and it's just exciting to see this. Like, but like I don't really have a, so that kind of hurts it for me in terms of like overall enjoyment value. Baseball is number one to me because it's just like it's that kind of like that chess match on grass kind of thing. Not to keep referencing, but like it is in a sense, and
it's good background music.
That and it's like, to me, it's like it's on during the summer, and like it's just like kind of that nice time of year where it's like hockey and football and basketball, we love them, but like at the same time, they're during that time of the year where it's like, especially like hockey and basketball, where you're just like, so like, yeah, I would say baseball probably the highest for me out of that. What was the other one? And then golf. So with golf, I'll watch the big tournaments or keep up with them. Especially the majors. The Masters is big, and I think it's exciting when you're watching it, and it's like the last round, last couple of holes, he's got to make this shot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of
hole
exciting.
18.
But I get your sentiment. And there, honestly, it's the funniest thing. Like, I'll, especially before Milo, I'd put golf on, especially on like a Sunday, after church, whatever, lay down to watch, and I just instantly fall asleep. And Cassie's like, "You never watch it. You just like fall asleep." It is great napping.
Because they're whispering the whole time.
Yeah. You get a little Jim Nance like whispering, "Hello, friends." You just cuddle up with a blanket. You're out, man.
Well, so my point was like, because people will say like soccer is boring to watch, but like,
It's really
is
not.
it boring compared to like golf?
Falls in the eye of the beholder. That's all it is. It just depends on what you find to be interesting, I guess.
I will say with baseball,
I don't think baseball's boring to watch at all.
well, with all the
baseball's-
changes that they've implemented with the clock, the pitcher clock, whatever they call it,
Pitch clock.
whatever. Like, I think that's actually helped a lot because the game now, you can sit down and watch a baseball game in 2 hours or less, right? And it's every minute of it is enjoyable.
Well, and I'm crazy. It's crazy too how quickly these games are, man. I remember back in the day, like it'd be 3+ hours. Like you'd see, like it would. Now you can get some games in like 2 hours, 5 minutes. And I'm just like, what? Like that's crazy. Honestly, I think it's a little too fast. Personally, I wouldn't mind it being a little bit longer. Like it was, like I said, we went to the game a couple weeks ago, and we got there like maybe. I don't know, like, carrying a toddler around, it takes us a little bit to get places. But we got there, it was like, game started at 1:10. We got there at like 1:40, like maybe a half hour late. That's already like bottom of the third, fourth inning, dude.
I agree with going to the game, especially for us, right? It takes an hour to get there.
Yeah.
You got to park, you got to walk, the whole thing. And then the game is shorter than the time it is to travel there and back almost.
Yeah.
Because once you get there, then you got to get your food.
There's no time to get up and walk around.
You gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta do whatever, and then shoot, it's the bottom of the eighth. What happened?
Exactly.
I agree from that. If you're going to the game, it'd be better if it was slower. If you're watching it on TV, I'm fine with it being quick. I've said for a long time I like baseball. The same point Mike is like listening to on the radio in the summertime. You're out on the back deck. Emery's shaking his head. Emery's not a radio guy. I like listening to baseball.
Football's better on the radio.
Not a radio guy. You're doing a radio production.
No, I like the radio, but I like visualizing things.
Yeah, but football is a visual sport. Baseball, like, you can hear it.
No, baseball is easier to, like,
listen to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying on the radio. Like, you can't, like, football is fun to listen to on the radio as well, but.
It's more fun. Because
Dan Miller's your guy.
Exactly. But I'd rather watch it.
You can understand it more. It's like 5 seconds left. Golf hikes it. Gibbs goes off to the side. He fakes it, throws it to J-Mo. Touchdown, Lions win. Like, it's easier. It's easier. For baseball, it's like top of the ninth. Top of the ninth, we have Torkelson up to bat, currently batting .213. It's 3-2 count, 1 out. It's like,
no, it's not that boring.
that's what it is.
What about the anticipation of what's going to happen?
Yeah,
That's the one thing I don't like is like you'll be there and then the radio cuts out and then it's like, what happened? Or I'll just pull up the play-by-play on Fox. It's just
yeah.
That's the thing too. Is you got these apps that are like they're so like real time now that you just can flip it up. I got like this
our soccer game yesterday was 3 minutes behind.
Well, what we were watching on TV, Emery pulled it up and so. All right, well, this has been a good show. We're coming up on an hour 30. Just whenever we got Mike on here.
Yeah, I did notice.
Each of the other
with
episodes
Mike's are the longest episodes.
Hour 20, hour 20. This one's hour 28 already.
That's funny.
Anything else you want to touch on? I think we covered a lot.
Yeah.
It was a good time. We're going to have to get you back on here. Something more reoccurring for sure, especially as
couple months. Football right around the corner here. We've got some stuff we can talk about.
Spring training.
Or
not spring training.
Start doing some fantasy. Maybe do a mock fantasy draft. The three of us.
Ooh, yeah, we should.
Or whoever else.
Yeah, guys, that's right. I cook Mike in fantasy.
Jeez. Yeah, it's sleeper coming up.
Dak to the future.
Emery did pretty good last year, so yeah, we'll be in fantasy.
But you didn't make it as far as I did in the playoffs, if I remember correctly.
I had a harder route.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. The fantasy world.
My quarterbacks also hurt their toes in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. We had all the
Turf
injury.
toe, and then we had Brock Purdy broke his toe.
Yeah. But all right. Mike, thank you for joining. As always, it's been good. And yeah, we'll have to stay in touch.
Yep.
So you have a good rest of your night. Say hi to Mila. Thank Cass for letting you be on here. And
Of course.
Yep.
But we'll stay in touch. All right.
All right, fellas. Take care. I appreciate the invite.
Yep.
Look forward to appearance number 4 coming soon.
All right. Sounds good. Won't be so long next time.
Sounds good.
See ya. Bye. All right. Another good episode.
Yep.
Always good to have Mike on here.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. We got to get him on. Like the next couple weeks.
Next couple weeks, yeah. You got to have some reoccurrence, like once a month.
Yeah, once a month.
Once a month special with Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Well, Emery, good episode as always.
Yep.
You guys, thanks for tuning in. We've had a lot of different comments coming through, different people watching. My mother, Jason, Pastor Corey, Sherman, everybody that's been watching, tuning in. Thank you for tuning in live. Have a blessed week. And we will see you
Later.
next week.
Next Tuesday. At 9 or 8.
Next Tuesday.
That one is long.